We're always hearing about how AI is this incredible tool that's going to solve all our biggest problems. But what happens when that exact same power gets turned into a weapon? Well, we're starting to see the answer to that. Cybercriminals are now using AI not just to help with their attacks, but to build completely new kinds of malware right from scratch.
So what does it actually look like when an AI is told not to help us but to trick us and to steal from us? Well, security researchers are starting to get a glimpse, and they've given this brand new threat a name, EvilAI. So let's dig in and see what makes this stuff so dangerously different.
At its core, EvilAI is all about deception. Its secret weapon is that it uses large language models, the same kind of AI behind tools like ChatGPT, to automatically write code that looks totally clean, totally normal, and completely harmless. This lets it sneak right past a lot of traditional security software. It is, from the ground up, a perfect wolf in sheep's clothing.
And that really gets to its main trick, hiding in plain sight. This isn't about some flashy, obvious virus that screams, "I'm here." No, this is about being so boring and normal-looking that you would never, ever suspect a thing.
I mean, just take a look at these names. They sound like totally reasonable, maybe a little generic, but plausible apps, right? PDF editor, recipe lister. The attackers create these to sound useful, to make you drop your guard. Because really, who's going to suspect that manual finder is up to no good?
And here's the really clever part. Well, clever and kind of terrifying. These fake apps, they actually work. You download Recipe Lister, and hey, it lets you manage recipes. You open the PDF editor, and you can do basic PDF stuff. This trick is what makes it so effective. You think you're using a real app, and you have no idea that the malware is running silently in the background the whole time.
And to really sell the whole thing, the attackers go one step further. They actually set up these disposable, fake shell companies, like the ones you see here, for one reason and one reason only: to get legitimate code signing certificates. With that certificate, the malware shows up as verified software. It's that final layer of trust designed to fool both you and your security systems.
All right, so we get how it works, but the next big question is, who is it hitting and where? And the answer to that is, well, pretty much everywhere.
The campaign's impact is already global. In just a short period of tracking, the highest number of detections popped up in India, where researchers confirmed 74 separate cases.
And it didn't stop there. The United States had the second highest number of cases, coming in at 68. So this is for sure a major threat in North America.
And it's got a strong foothold in Europe too, with France reporting 58 cases. So you can see this isn't some regional problem. It's an aggressive, fast-spreading global campaign.
Now, when you see who's being targeted, you realize this is no accident. The top 3 industries getting hit are manufacturing, government, and healthcare. We're talking about sectors that handle incredibly sensitive data and manage critical infrastructure. The potential for damage here is just enormous. Okay, so how does an attack actually go down? Let's walk through it, step by step. The whole infection really happens in 4 main stages. It all kicks off with deception. You download and run what you think is a normal app, but while you're using it, the execution phase starts silently in the background, firing up a malicious script. Then, to make sure it sticks around, it achieves persistence. It creates a hidden task that automatically relaunches the malware every single time you restart your computer. And all of this is leading up to the final goal: theft. The malware will actually force quit your web browsers so it can get its hands on the files where all your precious passwords and credentials are stored. Okay, I know that all sounds pretty scary, but the good news is there are real, practical things you can do to protect yourself. Let's walk through them right now.
Your best defense is a mix of good habits and the right tools. First up, the habits. Be careful. Stick to official app stores and websites for your downloads. And just be really skeptical of random links you see on social media. On the tech side of things, keep everything updated: your operating system, your apps, all of it. And this is crucial. Since this malware looks legitimate, you need security software that analyzes behavior, not just old-school signatures. And finally, if you even think you might be compromised, the very first thing you should do is go and change all of your important passwords immediately.
So, to wrap this all up, it's super important to get this one thing. EvilAI isn't just another piece of malware. It really represents a major shift in what we're up against.
You know, I think this quote from the researchers who discovered this stuff really says it all. They said this campaign is a clear reminder that layered, adaptive, and AI-aware defenses are now essential. The big takeaway here is that our defenses have to change because the threats themselves are literally learning and evolving.
And maybe the most important thing to understand is that this initial infection, it's just the beginning. In the security world, EvilAI is what's called a stager. Its only job is to get a foothold on your system and open the door so that even more dangerous malware can be downloaded later. So the threat you see isn't the real threat. It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Which leaves us with the big question, right? AI is only going to get smarter and more powerful for both the good guys and the bad guys. In this new world, the challenge for every single one of us is figuring out, how do we stay one step ahead?